Hello and welcome to the channel. This camera, it's a bit of a mystery partly to me. I bought it because of the way it was made and the parts. I mean, it's still not perfect. I've been repairing this for some time. Hold on, let's get it open. Okay, there's two notches there. So who made this? Well, the lens says Ross London Express. Well, they were a common maker competition to Zeiss, at least a British one. So one could conclude this is made in the UK. This shutter mechanism I recognize. It was used by Thornton Pickard, actually a very big company, camera maker at the time, very prominent one, made all very wide range of cameras. Many of them have survived incredibly well to this day. Funny enough, I guess hasn't existed for a long time. No one has heard. Well, back then it was a big name, just like any other current camera company, Canons, Nikons, whatever you have. Could be from them just a mechanism or, combination. Back in those, this is from around, I would say around 30, from 1930s, 40s, 50s. This camera, most likely 30s. Back in those days, if your camera broke down and you had two cameras that had some working parts, there were specialists doing it and people did just combine the existing parts and make a new camera. And this was really expensive devices at the point. So it's like taking apart your iPhones and making a third iPhone out of two broken ones. So, and they were modding cameras a lot, adding features, removing, making them better. I mean, constantly, could buy specialized custom parts. This was happening all over Europe, all over the world. And again, no big, bulky, simple, bad quality cameras. These were not those. These were expensive professional equipment. The mechanism is here, some part of the mechanism. There's a tripod mount there. Here's a adjustable frame finder, kind of. I think this is for, I've been wondering what this could be. Well, it could be for a flashlight attachment. Yeah, not the same as the modern one. It could be for additional rangefinder, something additional equipment. There was a lot of accessories available around the world, all kind of crazy stuff for cameras back then. Here's the struts. Has kind of like basic version of this folding one here. Like, this one became, despite being simple, but it seemed to be very robust, so this became kind of standard in these professional portable cameras. And this style of struts and pulling stuff out like this, it stayed popular for what, at least 70 years for most of the cameras. Here's the front frame finder, like this, goes up like this to coincide with this one here. Here you can adjust the height of the lens and the perspective. Nothing special here. Thread for the tripod. Funny enough, there was two different size threads for well, that's your tripod to a camera back then, a bigger one and a smaller one, but they're still the same today. Very well made handle. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but it's very thick. I think it's real leather mostly. Some parts here was a bit broken, so I had to glue and reattach them. I think I did okay job. Normally there would be a TP symbol there if this was made by Thornton Pickard. Of course, it can be under here. I've never lifted this part actually up. It could be if they had a round, like a plastic, or I don't know if it's made from bone or whatever, a plastic symbol with T and P signifying the brand Thornton Pickard. So here you open this one and it holds like this. So they put hinges here so that you quickly change your film here. You could drop down like this one, put film here, change film backs, or remove, hold on, here's a flexible, so you could flex it. You basically fold it this down, put the film here, and you put like this, and you could quickly close it. Or you could put here other accessories, like there was holders for roll film of different sizes, adapters. I mean, the amount of accessories available back then, if you think now there's a lot of accessories for mobile phones, that's nothing. That's nothing. There was a huge amount of stuff available back in 30s, 20s, over 100 years ago. So yeah, you could, and this was nicely hinged. This is actually, everything here is like, the leather is very beautifully made. It's very thick. You can squeeze it hard. It's robust. It's relatively heavy. Metal parts like the front struts, they're extremely well rigid. So this would signify to me personally that it's a Thornton Pickard, because I have several of their cameras, and I have tried a few, and they have all survived beautifully well. Let's see, does this? Yeah, you can see that. There's the gap now, it's set to a very wide, so it almost exposes the film instantly. And this is how it goes. I'm winding it. Let's put some tension into the winder. Let's hope this one works. Timer, flash sync. I think someone added maybe a flash synchronization later here. And I push the button. Okay, didn't put enough tension there. Let's give it a try. Another one. Yeah, enough winding needed. But it's a very beautiful example of a typical camera of the time. Still unknown, unfortunately. Maybe one day I will figure out. Oh, the painting is extremely beautiful, shiny deep black. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.